Hello, once again. I'm Twisted Jonathan, and I play games that you've probably never heard of. Have you ever wondered what would happen if Age of Empires and Sid Meier's Civilization made a love child? Well, look no further than this game, Rise of Nations. I used to play this game all the time when I was younger. I think it was mainly because it was like super cheap. My dad got it at GameStop back when physical media was a thing. Rise of Nations is a real-time strategy video game developed by Big Huge Games and published by Microsoft Game Studios in May of 2003. This game shares many similarities with games such as Age of Empires, with its building up a city or cities and building them through the ages, right? From like the prehistoric age to the modern age. As well as Sid Meier's Civilization with that map and that domination style gameplay where you're trying to take over the land on the map, depending on which game mode you play. Given my previous comparison to Age of Empires and Civilization's Love Child, this game's main game mode, Conquer the World, is exactly what it sounds like. The game mode where you have to start on a piece of land, use your army to take over more land, maybe build up more armies depending on what land tile you land on and conquer, and slowly and progressively conquer the world. You can do this from warfare, you can make alliances and use diplomacy if you want, but at the end of the day you are trying to conquer as much land and eventually conquer the world. There are 18 different civilizations in this game, spanning from Americans to Japanese to Germans, Native Americans, all over the world. This game's 18 different factions or countries each have their own special traits, their own special abilities, such as the Americans have the Marines and the Minutemen, depending on the age that you're in, that their own units are special to just that certain country, and they have special abilities such as Americans build times may be slower, or their units might be cheaper, depending on which country you choose. Having 18 different factions is definitely a way to increase replayability in the Conquer the World game mode. There's also smaller game modes such as Alexander the Great, where you're taking over the Mediterranean area. This game is unique in multiple aspects, one of them being the wonders implementation. Wonders are an important part of the game. They are real-life structures such as the Colosseum, the pyramids, or the Statue of Liberty. They provide special benefits during gameplay, such as making gathering of materials quicker, making units cheaper. Some things like the Terracotta Army provides units every 30 seconds or so. So using that, building wonders in your gameplay can create a unique way to win the game. Big Huge Games is also the developer for Civilization, which is why you kind of get that similarity. Rise of Nations and its expansion pack, Thrones and Patriots, have received combined sales of over 1 million copies, which has earned them close to $16 million by August 2006. This game did very well with critical reception. Metacritic gave it an 89%, and it was well loved by the players that played it. Some reviews that it received: Eurogamer praised the game as innovative and highly enjoyable strategy title that incorporates many of the best elements of two well-loved genres, and its combination has yielded one of the most accurate, playable, and deep strategy games of all time. GameSpy made a comment about the Conquer the World game mode, stating, It was an absolute blast. It's a great mini game with infinite amount of replay value for the solo gamer. It helps make Rise of Nations a complete game. This game does not have a linear style campaign, resorting to its Conquer the World game modes, as well as its other single player game modes such as Scenarios, Trials, and a unique feature that this game has that I haven't seen very much in other RTS games. Its world editor, its map editor, is actually very in-depth. Starting from a plain field, you can create intricate maps with your own style terrain, waterways, resource allocations, starting spawns. With the scenario editor tool, you can create your own scenarios given the title, such as what it would look like if 5 tanks went up against 100 horsemen, archers. Surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, given how good I think the game is, at the time of recording there was about 670 people actively playing the game. And they also have a modding community that's still alive and well. I saw multiple mods being uploaded within the past year. So even though you may not have heard this game still has a small but very dedicated fan base that still enjoys the game even in 2025. If you would like to play this game, it is available on Steam for $20 whole, which is kind of surprising that it's $20 for a 22-year-old game. But feel free if you have that extra 20 bucks and you would like to try it out for yourself. It is a very in-depth, fun game in my opinion. Other than that, this has been Games You've Never Heard of. My name is Twisted Jonathan. I thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment for the game you'd like to see next. Talk about your experience of this game if you have played it. If you haven't played it but think you would like to, let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more games that you've never heard of, as well as other content. Let me know what you want to see next. I appreciate you. I'm out. Bye.